Smacking, cracking, and watching. What's up, everybody? You know I'm still sick, so you get no camera, all audio. I'm so sorry. This should be the last video, though. The Benadryl and all that other stuff I've been taking has been kicking. Barry, season 1, episode number 4. This episode is called Chapter 4, Commit to You. And it was a good episode. Barry gonna end up killing everybody, y'all. Barry didn't got caught up. So here's the thing. Not everyone is into Facebook. Some people just do not want to be found. Silly Sally, homegirl, made your Facebook page and said, get out. Basically, she was like, money on the dresser. You gotta go. Tap him on the nose and say, thank you. Bye-bye. Like, she was done with him. You slept with him, but she's such a bee. She's such a jerk that she just doesn't see his innocence and that he really cares for her. I mean, the laptop, he had a whole fantasy future with this chick. You know, he was on the barbecue. She was talking with her girls. He was the guy. You had the buddy who just always wants to say, hey, can I just use your bathroom? You know I'm about to tear it up, right? 45 minutes. She just ruined his whole future fantasy, and I think it's going to make him be like, you know what? Forget it. I'm going dark. Bolivian stash house. That's what we're looking at now. Fuchs, you really, really tried him. It's like he had to switch up the whole game plan to save you. Now that the bike lock necklace is off of you, you kind of playing him. You rode up on him in his personal time, you know, his place of that he could just be Barry Block, you know, the actor, the future, the guy who has a crush on Sally. Like Harry and Sally. Harry met Sally, but it's Barry met Sally. And he tried it. So at that moment, I felt like, okay, Barry's going to end up killing Fuchs. But now I feel like the friend of a friend that came to the party, Mr. Marine or whatever he is, I feel like he's going to end up dying because Barry's not going to put him in on the deal. He's going to end up killing that dude. It's just going to be bodies after bodies next episode. I'm here for it. Chapter 5, do your job. When that episode happens, it's going to be some more bodies. Zach Burrows. Zach Burrows is a crazy name. Is he basically one of those guys who wear like Speedo, guy who wears that Baywatch wetsuit, you know, that spandexy wetsuit with all the cotton balls super glued to him. I'm thinking that's his Pinocchio deal. He's that guy, the graphics behind scenes against the screen type of dude. Gene Kusana, he got the girl. He got the date. Gene and Detective Janice Moss on a call, 8:30 p.m. Meet him for coffee. I'm like, 8:30 at night for coffee? Where y'all going to Starbucks? You know, Starbucks stay up until like midnight, but I don't know. I thought it was so funny when Fonzie said his name for delivery or what, you know, you know how you have that. Have you ever placed an order for like carry out and you tell them like your name is, I don't know, Prince Rogers Nelson, or, you know, you tell them your number is 777-9311, tell them some crazy names like, your last name is Winfrey, write it down on the cup or whatever. He said his name was Neil Patrick Harris, and I thought that was funny. That whole scene with the detective and Fonz was everything for me. She said, I'll rock you like a baby. I said, oh, get it, girl. He said, I recommended black with a dollop of gelato. That was so freaking dang on nasty and funny at the same time. I want to see them. I want to see them grow in the whole I'll kick you in your huevo situation and being the best chicken you ever had. I like that. I like their scenes together. It's so dang on funny. Because this is a dark comedy. It's definitely that. Now, this episode is showing basically like, hey, look, you could be a hoe and get calls, but you still have to know exactly what you want and say it strongly, and don't be a pushover. And that's what I took this whole chapter 4, episode number 4, is do not be a pushover. Just go for it. The acting game must be vicious. All that waiting in line just to say one sentence, that's crazy. He tried to, and as far as when it comes to Sally and her agent, he tried to get you on that cushion, girl. He tried to get her on that acting, his casting couch, and when she said no, there goes your turn, there goes your rose. And that's the messed up side of what we're seeing now with all of these movements that's going down. Like, hey, look, this person tried to do this to me, or this is what I was offered, or when you say no, the pickings are more slim than they were to begin with, which is crazy. All the aspiring will fork over their coins to go to this acting class or do anything to better their craft so they can be seen. But the crazy thing is the guy selling the dream, aka Kusana, he still got a dream to be on, to be on stage, to be in front of a camera, to be on billboards. And here he is the guy teaching the people, you would think he's in the same boat they're all in the same boat, hustling for the same 2 sentences or 1 line. Here he's playing the guy standing in line. For real. Everyone's hustling to get to the sky, to the stars. Barry, one of my second favorite scenes this episode would be Barry and Kusana in class, and Fonzie is basically saying, look man, you need to dig deep. So you're doing all the bidding. You're doing all the bidding for someone else, for others. And that kind of clicked in his head to like, okay, I need to step to Fuchs. I'm not going to be rolled over, stood on, or anything like that. Another point of this episode that was so dang on funny would be, you're invited to a thing and you bring your +1, but your +1 brought +2, and here they are causing ruckus all through the house, and they're kind of scary, intimidating guys, and all them F-bombs. Some folks definitely act like that. Everything is an F-bomb. Every other word is like a predicate. It's like a noun. It's a person, place, or thing. It's a verb. Effing is like it's just there. At the end of the day, chapter 4, I see Barry handling Fuchs, ditching Sally, handling the guy in his front seat, probably taking out NoHo Frank or NoHo Hank and anybody else who steps in his way. Now, will he get caught up now that he's on social media and he doesn't want to be found? Is someone's going to find him? Yeah, that's going to definitely be a thing. But this was a good episode. It's a fun show. It's a very fun show. Chapter 4 was done by Maggie Carey and Sarah Soleimani. I'll check y'all out next Sunday. HBO, Bill Hader, Barry. Peace out, y'all.